Alif Mafi. This dude is going to make more Andrew Tate content after seeing how many views he's getting. Alif, you are full of shit. I'm never going to make any more Andrew Tate video. Wait, is this the second one? Oh. Good point, Ali. Good point. So last week I watched the video on Andrew Tate that one of my subscribers sent me to watch. And from what I gathered on all the comments that I read, it was kind of biased and it was some of his worst moments. So I just picked a random one this week. Let's just see what the real Andrew Tate is like.
If a man isn't free to say what he thinks in the way he wants to say it, if political correctness or hate speech or whatever, if a man can't even express himself the way he thinks it, is he free? And what they do first is they restrict your speech, because if they restrict your speech, then they can start to restrict your thoughts. If you're not allowed to ever say it, then you're probably not going to think it so often. This is why it's done on purpose. So
I mean, I agree with him. He definitely, that makes sense. Like, if you can't say what you want, then you're not free. And, that's what I've always said. But let's keep going. Let's see what he means by that.
I don't think that society is very free at all. And I think that in regards to keeping our employment, keeping our money coming in, making sure we don't lose our social medias, every single person has to censor themselves to some degree. Every single thing in life, even friendships are a value exchange. You think of who your best friend is, right? You gain something and he gains something through your interaction, right? Either it makes you feel happy or he can help you with some things or you help each other. Every single thing in life is a value exchange.
I don't have a jet. Does that mean I'm...
Everything in life is a value exchange. I mean, he's definitely right. I kind of want to, hopefully he gets to a point where he actually says like something good or bad. This is kind of like neutral common sense stuff, but he's definitely right so far.
Bro, every single thing in life is a value exchange.
I don't have a jet. Does that mean I'm broke?
Sounds like it, bro. What are you waiting in lines at the airport?
What the hell? This guy is saying if you don't have a jet, you're broke. There's no way he doesn't ever fly like regular planes. He only flies private. Nah, I don't believe that. Let's see.
Brokey.
Every single man wants to f his female friend, because if all these girls go, he's just my friend. Yeah, put on 20 stone, see what's talk to you. Oh yeah, protect his spirit when you're fat. Oh, you can't do it anymore. He wants his...
I mean, it's true. Most guys do want to get with a lot of their female friends, but not every single female friend. There's some that are female friends, and there's some... I think when you're single, I think it's a more common thing. I think like if you're in a relationship or married, I don't know that's necessarily true with all the females that you see.
Home.
So there's a lot of guys that like fat chicks. There's a lot of guys that like ugly chicks. He's saying like just because they're fat or ugly, that's going to affect it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I like fat or ugly chicks. I'm not saying I don't like them, but like everybody likes something different. Like I've seen stuff where, I couldn't believe myself. So, I wouldn't be so general with that. And he is still calling everyone a bitch. Like, I'm not like, opposed to cursing. I love cursing more than anybody, but like sometimes it's not the best thing to say sometimes.
Attractive. That's what I want to hear. You ain't been nowhere. You don't go nowhere. Just home. What are you doing next week? Oh, well, my friend has our exhibition, and then my girl knows this guy who's doing this thing, and we're going to this party. There's a launch for this new clothing line, and then on Wednesday, it's my friend's birthday. Her name's Chloe. She's so funny, and we're going to go here, and then this. That it starts giving you this busy schedule. Ho. Slut. Shut up.
Maybe that person's not a hoe or slut. Maybe she's just so scatterbrained she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. She just could be like, man, just totally out there, doesn't know what's going on.
I might have to admit that.
Or this.
I can tell that's way more effort than walking.
Traffic's going this way.
The cool thing about him, though, that I really like, that like is very similar to me, he just says what the hell he sees and the way he feels. Like he doesn't leave anything out there. Like he doesn't hide anything. He just says it, which is great. I'm pretty much like that too. There's certain things that maybe I don't say that but for the most part I can see he just says what he thinks, which is great.
Traffic stopped. Traffic, she comes out. Instead of just turning right and going on her way, she comes and just crashes into this car. Female. And I sat there and I thought, how are women allowed to drive? How? Females can't drive. A man is good enough at driving to know.
So if he was like in charge of a country, if he was the president, he would make a law that no females could drive or fly. That seems kind of weird. I mean, there's definitely bad female drivers, but there's bad drivers really of, guys, girls, people that don't really go with gender or whatever. But there's bad everybody.
Oh, he's not a good driver, but women are such bad drivers, they genuinely think they're okay drivers. It's remarkable. Because you're an idiot.
You're telling me I spent $3 million on cars, and then Earth decided to snow with no consideration. The fact that every single day I drive a supercar. I'm not one of those guys with a supercar and takes out sometimes. Every day I drive one of my cars somewhere. And look, this is bullshit.
have a supercar, you should drive it every day. What's the point of buying a supercar if you don't drive? Anyone that has one and doesn't drive it every day, it doesn't make any sense. Like if I had one, I would drive it every day. I like the cars I drive, but you know, I don't like supercars so much. But if I had them, why wouldn't you drive it? If the cars I drive every day.
Train at home. I'm certainly not one of them gym bros who only trains and does nothing else. You know what I'm not doing? Cutting up broccoli and putting it in little boxes. If I make enough little boxes, maybe I'll get some biceps.
There are literally gay porn movies less gay than meal prep YouTube videos.
Gay.
Super gay.
I mean, I'm definitely not into meal prepping. I never meal prep, but there are definitely a lot of people that's helped their lives a lot by meal prepping. Like, I would rather have somebody else meal prep for me if I was going to meal prep, but there are a lot of people, especially in all the gyms that I have, that this has really helped them. So I don't know that it's necessarily a bad thing. It's not good for everybody. It's probably not good for you, but some people it really helps their life.
If he's ignored how he feels 99% of the time before that. Because if he was sad most of the time before that, he never would have got to a place where he could attract a woman like you. The man who works in Starbucks, who's sad all the time, you won't reply to him. Neither will any other female. There is not a female on the planet who's invisible today. You can be a 4, overweight, you'll still go to the club and get attention. 99% of the men go to the club and nobody even can talk to them. So if you just sit here and say, I'll get a G, a big G, a boss, a millionaire, and let him have a day off, very nice of you. I'm sure you would. If a guy who wanted to have days off all the time, he never would have got important enough in the first place to attract a woman like you. And that is the reality.
You become something by doing things. Oh, you're trying to separate the two as if they're separate. They're not.
Separate. You is a lot of things. Your achievements is a small thing. Being successful isn't.
Not in the realm of a man. In the realm of a man, your achievements are 85% of all of who you are. As a man, you are judged solely on your status. You don't even have to be good looking. You need to be important. And you're only going to be important by achieving important things. But I want all the people, all the feminists watching who want to go cancel people. Go.
I mean, for the most part, he's true. You know, what he's saying makes sense. People are judged. Guys are judged by how successful they are. I could see around and look around that most successful people are looked up to, and the people that aren't, it doesn't really matter what they look like as much as females, for sure. Females are definitely looked at more when they're good looking, pretty, and good.
No, I'm not. I don't like sparkling water.
You're scared of bubbles?
No, it doesn't even hydrate you.
Of course it fucking hydrates you. What do you think? Water doesn't hydrate you? You're scared of bubbles? Scared of bubbles drinking fucking soy?
But you can't.
Wondering why you have no motivation to do a single fucking push-up at 21 years old when you have unlimited money and all the time on earth?
I see that you are a white man, so you may not have that personal experience.
Actually, you're wrong.
Can you Google and put a picture of my father on the screen? You just failed on step 1. By identifying me as
His father was black.
For not knowing you, I don't know you.
Of course you don't know me. There you go. I don't know you, so I'm guessing you failed. So
You did the same thing earlier to
in
me.
which area have I once
We
failed?
can
when
run it
discussing
back
with
to
you?
the first 10 minutes.
You don't want to run this interview back, because when you run it back, you're going to see yourself get smoked the whole way through. So listen, my dear. Listen.
So my thoughts on this video, on the second video that I've seen of his, I still think a lot of the same as what I thought last time, but I did learn a little bit more about Andrew this time that I didn't realize last time. So most of the stuff that he actually said, I agree with. I noticed that he just says what he means, he says what he thinks, and he doesn't hold anything back. He obviously doesn't like women or doesn't respect women. He definitely doesn't respect women. I can't imagine that he has a ton of women followers because he just super degrades them. I give him at least credit for saying what he believes. I don't necessarily agree with that part of what he says. However, I could see how some people could like him, but I just don't see how majority of people could really like him, especially females and people that, you know, actually care about. So the last video I watched of Andrew Tate, I got a lot of bad comments. I want to go through some of those comments and react to them. All right, first comment made by Harry S. Harry S? What the hell, Harry? Harry, how hairy is this guy? So this guy will become a Tate fan sooner or later. It'll definitely be much later, Harry. And I know why you like Andrew Tate. You're a hairy guy, and you probably, that fits the right type of demographic for people that would like him. Vortex Light. You're scared to put your real name on here? Vortex Light? Okay. The stuff he says makes no sense. Yep, that's why you're a millionaire and he's a multi-millionaire. You obviously don't know who I am because I'm also a multi-millionaire, but regardless, I don't want to talk about it right now, but yeah, I definitely think that you are not even a millionaire. You probably, Vortex Light, you're scared to even let people know who you are. Maif Mia. Watch his actual conversation in full length rather than these chopped pieces which seem over the top. Saif, that is actually the best comment so far I read. That is why I did a follow-up today, and I definitely see a little bit different. I see a little bit of Andrew a little differently. However, he still has a lot of meme characteristics, although he does make a little bit more sense now that I saw it. As a fighter, I don't like it when someone who would never enter the realm of combat sports says things like, this guy must have been hit in the head too much, and therefore is mocking another fighter as he is stupid. So first off, I fought a lot. I actually own 10 mixed martial arts gyms. I've done a bunch of fights. I've fought before, so I don't disrespect fighters. I actually respect fighters a lot. So again, you don't know who I am. Alif Mafi. This dude is going to make more Andrew Tate content after seeing how many views he's getting. Alif, you are full of shit. I'm never going to make any more Andrew Tate video. Wait, is this the second one? Oh. Good point, Ali. Good point. So far, every single person that likes this guy is a guy. There's not one single female here that stuck up for him, which is basically what I figured out after watching today's video. Andrew Tate is speaking facts. You are just not listening well. I am listening pretty well. A lot of what he said are pretty factual, but some of the stuff he said makes no sense. And again, that's why we watched another video today. I'm an Abraham L. Abraham L? Oh, Abraham Lincoln. Huh? No. Abraham loser or what?
No, like L means you lost.
If you like this video, hit the like button, comment on other videos you want me to react to, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you hated this video, awesome. Keep watching because that's still good for me, and I'll see you on the next video.